This may be an exclusive. I am Kidnapper, also known as Fight the Corrupt. There's a T. The upshot. New York news about Obamacare has been bad lately. How bad? We have what appears to be a guy named Reed and Margot. They're maybe just having a casual conversation. Let's see what they say, or at least one of them. Let's see, Margot said some interesting things. Did you catch them? Well, I didn't. I just caught one thing, and at that point, it is over. Read one of the strengths of the law, and its main weakness is its emphasis on keeping the status quo. We didn't know that. While President Obama may have overpromised when he said you can keep your plan if you like it, that's it. This person here is either a youngster, a young guy who doesn't know what happened, doesn't know about Professor Gruber. This young guy, Reed, this young guy, what is it? Is it a Mr. Reed or a Ms. Reed? Let's find out. Let us find out who would be dumb enough to say that President Obama overpromised. Here he is, Reed Abelson. Who might he be? Reed Abelson has been with the New York Times for 21 years and currently covers the healthcare business. Whoa! 21 years! She is one of several. Reporters involved. She is a reporter. No, there's more. She's a staff writer, but she graduated cum laude in 1983 with a degree in English literature, presumably having read what she wrote, fiction, lies, dastardly lies, trying to change history. She earned a master's in English literature. Well, by God, get her out of the news business, unless she had a gun to her head by the editor of the New York Times. There was no overpromising. The New York Times should be laughed off the market. It is over for the media. They have lied about Obamacare. They've heard it, and they lie anyway. The New York Times is part of the problem. But guess what? It ranges to the Democrats who did the overpromising, which is actually fraud upon the U.S. The Democrats who overpromised knowingly that it was false. That's called fraud. Starting with Professor Jonathan Gruber. Then we have the Republicans who say nothing. Then we have the FBI who has allowed the crime to go on and say nothing, do nothing, do not do their duties. I want a special prosecutor appointed right now for the FBI. All the senior agents at the FBI, no, not the ones in the cities. They're embezzlers or whatever. The last senior agent I dealt with embezzled $175,000 from a crippled woman. Embezzled it. And he got away with it. Well, he had to give it back when I complained. But the judge wouldn't do anything. And I was sworn not to. I was sworn not to go after an FBI agent who embezzled. And now we have an FBI agent who, like Reed Abelson, just think that Obama overpromised. It is time for a special prosecutor. The New York Times, they're going to be laughed off the market, and they can't be prosecuted for their lies. But Obama, Gruber, and all the Democrats who knew that they were lying and who made the foolish part of the American people believe the four lies. If you can keep your health care, under Obamacare, if you like it. If you like your doctor, you can keep that doctor. If you like your your hospital, you can keep your hospital. And you'll save $2,500 on the average per family of 4 per year. They knew all of these were lies. They knew all of these were lies. And the FBI, Jim Comey, I want him indicted if they feel there's sufficient evidence for being part of the conspiracy to continue the fraud of Obamacare. Wait a second, I'm the only one saying that. I guess there might be a few other people, but no one seems to want to say that Obamacare was a fraud, clearly a fraud, patently a fraud, and we knew it for certain once Professor Gruber was heard talking at lectures, laughing at the American people, the stupid American people. He laughed at them, and his audience filled up with professors and graduate students laughed as well. They were laughing away at the fraud committed upon the U.S., and our government did nothing. Our Democrats couldn't do anything because a lot of them were members of the conspiracy. The Republicans kept their mouth shut. The Republicans need to be voted out of office. They said not a word about 18 U.S.C. 371, which I, as a civil real estate type attorney, wills, estates, and trusts to boot. I knew 18 U.S.C. 371, and I went straight to it, though I could have found it under Google had I not known it. Any lawyer knows there are fraud statutes, statewide ones, federal ones. We have been betrayed, America. Donald Trump has kept his mouth shut, but I don't think he knows. I don't think he's had time to worry about it. Ted Cruz knows. That man is a super lawyer. That man is one of the many thousands, tens of thousands of lawyers that have betrayed America by not bringing up this subject. It is time, America. It is time that we get a special prosecutor appointed for the FBI and for the DOJ. The upper echelons are all guilty. Or maybe you're not allowed to burglarize in a third-rate burglary a Democratic National Committee headquarters in the Watergate building, but you are allowed to commit the biggest fraud in the history of the world. It's going to cost trillions of dollars. It has cost some people their lives. They didn't get to keep their ongoing treatment because they didn't worry about that in the bill. So they had their treatment cut off. Cancer treatment. How many died, New York Times? God damn the New York Times. This lady, she's just an English lit person. I can't say anything bad about her. She believes in fiction. Well, put her on the fiction beat. No more news for this woman. No more news at all. Until she apologizes to all of USA. Every single one of us must be heard to hear it and say, we accept your apology. Shocking. This is clearly the most intellectual person. How dare she do that to America? How dare she continue making the cover-up more complete? I know how the New York Times did it, but it is the devil. It says false things and doesn't care. Just tell the truth. Donald Trump, you haven't told the truth, but you didn't know it, maybe. When are you going to speak on Obamacare about how it got passed? Fraud in the inducement. Ask your lawyers, your stupid lawyers, ask them about it. Ask them why they haven't told you about it. To my mind, it's an open and shut case that you'd read as a case file in law school. Yeah, I was in law school. I fought the good fight against the corrupt system, but I didn't have billions of dollars, and I lost my life. I am a dead man, walking. But by God, fight the corrupt, investigate the corrupt, indict the corrupt, prosecute the corrupt, convict the corrupt, and do not give them a fine. Incarcerate the corrupt. And then you can just forget about the corrupt. All those that you have caught, and go after those you have not. This is Ken Mapper, trying one more time, and failing in all probability.